What's going on, guys? It's Will here, and welcome to Poppy Playtime Chapters 1 through 5 tier list. We've just completed Chapter 5. It was, well, I guess I'll talk about it once we get to Chapter 5, but now that we've actually done all of the concurrent chapters, I thought, you know what, let's go through and rate them all real fast, just for fun, because why not? And then, maybe I'll go rate the characters immediately after, because there's only 4 chapters. We'll see how long this video goes, but, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's obviously start off with chapter 1. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't know why it's in this order. But yeah, chapter 1 is like a... I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I want to rate this. Do I rate these like as far as how much I enjoyed them and how good they are on their own? Or do I rate them on based on how good of like a horror game they are? I'll just do like a mix of both. Either way, chapter 1 is like C tier in my opinion. Yes, it started everything off. Yes, it's the beginning, but it can be beaten in like 10 minutes. And even if you're not trying to go fast, like you'll probably beat it in like half an hour tops, right? It's not a hard game. The only like actually scary part and the part you can die in is the huggy chase, which is a good like part of the game, but it's like you walk in, do a small puzzle to get access to the main room, do a second puzzle after Huggy gives you the key, do a third puzzle where you click the batteries, fourth puzzle where you connect some more stuff in the weird conveyor system, do a fifth puzzle where you start up the machine, and then that's it. It's just like 5 puzzles in a row, the Huggy chase, and then you're done. I do think it does some fun stuff, throw some fun ideas around. Since, it was the beginning of the game, and they probably didn't know what they were planning on doing with it. But, like, a lot of stuff just doesn't make any sense, still. I guess I'm trying to look at things from, like, an overall perspective. But, like, what's going on in that tape where they talk about, what, 1107 or whatever, like, the prototype? And it's got, like, the claw on the screen or whatever, because they show that off in, like, the first chapter, but, like, you can barely see the hand of the prototype. I don't know. It's okay. But, like, it's not really, like, the Huggy Chase is the only scary part, and that's it. And it's, like, a super short chapter. So, chapter 2 is a pretty good chapter. I think a lot of hype around the game came out with chapter 2. I'm gonna put it 8 tier. I think chapter 2 is pretty good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but honestly, I don't really remember much about my playthrough. I know when I recorded it, I had my good friend Charlie Blue play for the first couple episodes, and then I think I took over on the last episode, which was a pain because the freaking mommy chase, I just could not reel fast enough, and I kept dying during the last part. But this is when like stuff started like, okay, the chapters are long. Like your average, run of this chapter is going to be like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, depending on how fast you go. Speedrunners, I think, average around half an hour, going as fast as you can, or like 100%, obviously. But honestly, I thought this was pretty good. I don't think Mommy is scary, like, at all, even towards the end. Like, the only weird thing about her is seeing, like, her appendages moving around in, like, weird ways. And, like, that's really about it. Other than that, like, the bunny isn't scary. The Huggies coming out aren't really that scary. It's more of just, like, a you're scared of failure kind of thing. Hugapillier isn't scary. Like, nothing is really scary in this chapter, right? Which, I could say the same thing about this one. I think Huggy at least is a little scary when you see him like contorting in the like, well, I don't know if contorting is the right word to use, but like seeing him in the vents, you see him in the vents and he's like moving in weird ways because he has to fit himself in there. But overall, I do think it like cements, yeah, that's what it is. It cements itself pretty good like within the series. Chapter 3 I think is also A tier. I actually think chapter 3 is the scariest chapter. That's mainly because of the Miss Delight sequence, which is like the school area, because she's a weeping angel. Like she stops moving when you look at her, which is, in my opinion, like I hate them. In like they're scary not way, not like oh it's like bad game design, I guess. Like I hate weeping angels. They terrify me. So for that, in fact, it was that reason I put off playing chapter 3 for a year. I didn't play chapter 3 until the trailer for chapter 4 came out, which was like a month before. Finished off chapter 3 real fast, and then I immediately played chapter 4. But yeah, I also don't really like the playhouse section. That area is kind of eepy, kind of creepy. The only areas that have like real threats though, like I think you can go through most of the game without ever even encountering any actual like jump scares or threats or anything until you get to, I believe, the Mist of Light section. I think that area is the first area in the game where you can get jump scared. Whereas with this one, like the first area is like with the bunny guy who's coming down and slapping his little jingle jangles, his symbols. I think is yeah, he's like slapping his symbols. That's the only area there where he can kill you. That's the first part you can die here. Here, the only place you can get jump scared is at, like right when Huggy comes out the door. You can get killed there, but here you've got to go like an hour before like anything really happens, or so. I don't know. I don't really care. So yeah, this one's pretty good. I think Catnap was kind of a good kind of villain. I actually cheesed the boss fight because I did not want to do it normally because having that many potential threats running around, not my style. But yeah, very, very good. Enjoyed that. Chapter 4 is, I'm gonna put it over Chapter 1. It's longer. It had more, I don't know. Here's my thing with Chapter 4. Like, it seems like they could have done something really cool. And, I mean, that's kind of how a lot of the chapters are. Like, I feel like everything after Chapter 3, like, Chapter 3, I think, delivered very well on what it was trying to deliver. That being, like, play care. The idea of, okay, this is where the kids were being kept, in an orphanage, and you get to see the orphanage and whatnot, and, the counselor's office and the school, which all felt very normal with, like, maybe some, like, minor instances of testings going on. I mean, there's tons of red smoke in the school. Not the school, the, what is it? The home place. I don't know what it's called, but, like, where the orphans, like, actually slept. Like, that area was, like, had a ton of red smoke, which makes you wonder, like, okay, were they doing tests on the orphans while they were there? I feel like Chapter 3 delivered very well on what, like, it was trying to deliver with play care, whereas with Chapter 4, it's like, oh, this is, like, the jail, everyone's, like, locked up. This is, presumably where they're keeping a lot of the test subjects after they've, gone through their horrible experimentations and, whatnots. But, like, it doesn't really ever feel like, wow, this is, like, super, like, crazy or scary or actually, like, even horrific, Like, we see the one area where we had to have, like, a mask on. I think we had a mask on, I think? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I think it's the area where we destroy the doctor's, like, lungs. But you go in there, and there's, like, a couple off rooms, and you have to, like, click, like, tapes or body parts or something. I don't remember exactly which. It's been a hot minute since I played that. It came out, like, last year, I think. Yeah. Either way, like, it's, like, that area was, like, almost there, but, like, it was just, like, bits of toys here and there. Like, like, we still haven't really seen a ton of, like, gore or anything up until this point, which, like, let's be real, if you want a really good horror game, you either, like, especially without gore, you have to really deliver on, like, the horror aspect and, like, feelings of uneasiness as you play. And so far, at least for me, I haven't had that with any of these things. I've never am feeling like, oh, I'm kind of uneasy here, what's gonna happen, or, oh my gosh, I just saw, the remnants of something horrible that happened, But, yeah, I also don't really care for Doey. He just kind of felt, eh. I also don't really feel like there was any substantial lore sequences. Obviously, they kill off the Doctor, which obviously he's back in Chapter 5, but, like, even that was just kind of like, the Doctor should be the face of Chapter 4. He should have been the final baddie, I mean, Doey, they could have just killed him off screen, and I literally would not care. It's just, like, I don't care about the safe haven area with all those toys. So, like, I just... Like, it just didn't do enough to make me really care about half of what was going on in the chapter, so... Yeah, I mean, some of the areas did look cool, but, I don't know, it just didn't hit. Then we have Chapter 5, which is, honestly, I would actually say my favorite chapter so far. I know there's a lot of... I don't know what the word is. I was gonna say the right word, and then I couldn't think of it, so, yeah, there's a lot of people... pissed off about Chapter 5, a lot of back and forth. People are angry, people are liking it. I completely understand some of the points for why people don't like Chapter 5. Obviously, people are expecting it to be the final chapter. This is going to be the end, we're going to save the orphans, or maybe not save the orphans, which potentially the orphans are dead. We don't know. Some people are being like, oh, but they're in a better place. The chapter's called A Better Place. Maybe a better place is a literal place, and that's where the orphans are. I don't know. Personally, in my opinion, I think if the orphans are still here, They should just kill him in chapter 6. I'm fully serious. Like, you want to have us be like a real horror game? Let us find like the bodies of the orphans dead. Hell, even like, not what's the word I'm thinking of? Just like dismantled, like dissected kind of thing, you know, by like the prototype. Like, that would be like actual horror. That'd be like an actually horrific thing. And obviously, like, for the player character, this is all a horrific experience, you know? Going back to, you know, the factory you used to work at and being like, oh, I got a weird, mysterious letter from somebody who we still haven't met, by the way. We still don't know who sent the letter. It definitely couldn't have been Poppy because she was locked up in the case. And it absolutely couldn't have been the prototype because he's super pissed off that we're even there to begin with. So, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping Leith Pierre is like still alive. He's like in some bunker down at the bottom, and we're actually just there to bail him out. But I'm getting off topic here. Either way, yeah, chapter 5 probably should have been the end. But I'm gonna be honest, I actually had a lot of fun with this chapter. I'd say, I don't know, because chapter 5 is supposed to be like the laboratories and whatnot, where they did like a lot of the testings, and I feel like the area doesn't deliver like. If I were to say how... I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Like, Chapter 3, I think, does a great job at delivering the play care. Like, that whole thing, I think it does a great job at. Chapter 4, I don't think it does a very good job at delivering for the jail area or whatever. I would put Chapter 5 in the middle, right? I think it does a better job at delivering not delivering Chapter 4. It does a better job at delivering the labs than Chapter 4 did delivering the jail, but it doesn't come anywhere near how good Chapter 3 did for delivering play care. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it. Like, most of these chapters, it's kind of just like, you know, like, I don't really care too much for the actual chapter itself. I'm really just here for, like, the lore and the story. Whereas this one, it's like, oh, I mean, to be fair, that is also why I'm playing this one, but, like, the story was getting interesting enough, especially with the prototype actually being there finally, that I was like, okay, I actually really want to see what's going on and find out what's happening and all this stuff. And like at the beginning, the very first episode, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like 1, maybe 2 episodes a week, and you know, I'll just upload these normally like I would do a normal series. And then I wasn't actually able to upload really anything for a couple days. And then when I came back, I'm like, you know, I don't want to wait. So what I ended up doing is I just cranked out the episodes, but didn't upload them. So I'd play like an hour, 2 hours, like 3, 4 episodes ready to go. And then I would just wait to upload them. That way I could be like, okay, I know what happened now. I'm going to go and check out what's going on with some other stuff or whatever, which I did not do that for Chapter 4, which I wish I did. Chapter 4, like, uploaded 3 episodes the first day, uploaded 3 episodes the second day, so like 6 episodes in like 2 days. I'm getting super off topic here. I don't know. I really enjoyed Chapter 5. I thought it was really fun. I don't think the prototype's design is that great. I know there's a lot of discourse online about the prototype's design. From concept art we have seen from developers, apparently it was always planned to be some sort of jester, which I guess that could have been fine. I just wish that it was more of like a conglomeration of different body parts of both like regular people and then the experiments, like the kids and like employees who got turned into toys and whatnot. I think that would have been great. Like, it's just, obviously there's a lot we don't know yet, which is why I'm very much looking forward to Chapter 6. And I think Chapter 6 should be the end of these, like, the mainline series. Like, give us like 6 to 8 hours of gameplay and have that be the end. You know, no more secrets on the table. Have everything finally out, everything that happened. But yeah, I guess this is the tier list. This is how it is. Obviously, I bet some people will probably be pissed off about this being down here, since a lot of people have a lot of like nostalgia for Chapter 1. And it's not like, I don't think Chapter 1 is bad, but it's just like, it's short and it's not that scary. So it's at the bottom. Chapter 4 is really not that scary. I played it and it was glitched anyway, so I didn't even really deal with Yarnaby during his section. But like, not really scary, not really fun to play. So this one's okay to play. This one's also okay to play. Like, their fun factors are just kind of okay. They do a good job delivering the lore. They got good links. But Chapter 5 is like, I really had fun playing. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to go back for more. But yeah, this is my Poppy Playtime chapters 1 through 5 tier list. If I had Project Playtime in here too, since that is technically also a thing, I'd probably just put it in B tier, since it's kind of just like I think it's like a dead project at this point. I don't think they've done anything to it for a while, but I also haven't played it in a while. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this Poppy Playtime video, what am I talking about? This is the tier list. I don't know. This is obviously going to be the last, probably Poppy Playtime content I'm going to put out until Chapter 6 comes out. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below if there's anything else you want me to rate on the tier list website, and I will see you all next time, so peace.